So today we're talking to Peter Kearns, who is from the Independent Living Movement of Ireland. And you're very welcome to the show, Peter.
Thanks, John, and I'm part of background technical Alan. And John, I just like to say that I'd just like to apologise for my accent. There's no cure. Been to it twice, so I'll always talk like this. So I'd like to apologise for my Kulak accent.
Don't be worrying about it. So you might start, if you will, just telling us a bit about ILMI, the Independent Living Movement of Ireland, what it is, when it was formed, and what is the mission.
Yeah, great. And John, jump in if you want any clarification. So, because I'm make sure I don't ramble too much. So, the Independent Living Movement of Ireland, it was officially formed in 2018. It was official again, and before that was a process by some of us to set up a disabled persons organisation based in the UN Convention for disabled people. Something I worked on in New York 20 years ago. Actually, I worked backwards and forwards to New York, working on that. I'm working on the convention, quite strong approach that governments and states should talk directly to disabled persons or organisations, DPOs. So we going from 2018. Before that, we were called the Centre for Independent Living. It was a national body. Unlike a lot of CILs around the country that provide good PA service, CIL and Carmichael House was a national body that we had no PA service. So when we came to the Independent Living Movement, there was a bit of clarification that we're not a CIL, we're a disabled persons organisation. We work with the social model of disability, so that's why in terms of language we use the term disabled people. We don't use the term people with disabilities. And then since 2018, we've grown quite quickly, and most of our staff are disabled staff, are board all disabled people, college and I've known for years, back since the late 80s actually. So our role is to look at, we do look at lobbying for personal assistance hours, increasing that. We don't provide a service, but also our role is getting disabled people to get involved in the local state structures like the PPN, Public Participation Network, connecting to the HSE up here. I'm actually, even though I'm from Coolock, I escaped Coolock 20 years ago. North Leitrim, a posh house in North Leitrim. So we have my job with the Independent Living Movement is DPO development officer. So I'm developing local DPOs around the country with my colleagues. And we also have Paul Thorne and Nicola Meagles down the south to develop DPOs in the south one. So it's very much about a collective structure, talking directly to the state, and really trying quite, I think I'm being quite successful in the past 5 years, trying to get the UN Convention brought down to the ground with disabled people, and getting disabled people directly connected with positions of power. So that's a quick introduction to Independent Living Movement. So does that any help, John?
That's very good help. Thank you so much. Now, I just wanted to ask you, since you're an independent living movement, how do you drill down your information down to the other centres for independent living?
Yeah, good point. Because we talk That is a good question, because we have to clarify that relationship. Well, we do work with. I'm on the board of the Leitrim Association of People with Disabilities. Uh, uh, well, next week I'll be doing a workshop to the board, and I'll be doing a workshop about DPOs, about disabled persons organisations. And disabled persons organisations cannot be service providers, just can't be. The UN is very clear about that. In 2018, you had a DPO Geneva Declaration that the disabled persons organisations cannot provide a service. So a lot of CALs do provide a service. So we have to be very clear that well we do very very strongly and very well public persons association lobbying. We do want to clarify that it's about collective capacity building of disabled people to get involved in the local structures like the public participation networks and HSC community. So it's been an education for both independent living movement and CALs around the country, just to clarify that relationship.
Would you say, Peter, there's still a long way to go in implementing the UN Convention on?
Yeah, definitely, Patrick. Yeah. If you think we only officially ratified in 2018, where most of the world ratified it in 2006, 2007, apart from us and America. So we have a long way to go. Even the simple thing of, not simple, but basic thing of the state talking to disabled persons organisations. That's only happening now, 20 years later. Right. I worked on the document in New York with colleagues like Donald Children and Mary Coe. So, but it's only now it's actually starting to happen, and it's quite embarrassing because in New York, I'm not disabled people from Africa, Asia, Australia, South America, and they go way ahead of us. Yes. And we have connections with disabled people in direct provision here, who have a background in working with their own government and DPOs, and so we're only starting that relationship.
Gotcha. Tell us about strategies for change.
Yeah, strategies for change is a run with my wonderful colleague Fiona Weldon, and just been talking to us this morning. Fiona Weldon is a independent living movement capacity building officer. She's building up the skills and knowledge and confidence of our membership, and also to say people who are not maybe members yet, but maybe go. So starting to change, myself and Fiona are starting the third course of starting to change on Tuesday week, the 17th, in Shelby, not too far away from you, and we're going to be giving that 8-week course to disabled adults with the impairment label of intellectual disability. So myself and Fiona will be looking a fun, interactive, workshop-based course, looking at what is this. First of all, what is disability? What do we actually mean by that word? Disability, what does it mean? So we work with a group of adults to get what they think that is, and then we talk about DPO definition of the word disability, and then we'll be looking at the medical model and the social model. So at the end of the 8 weeks, those group of adults should have the confidence and knowledge to identify the medical and social model, and the idea is that they will then support local disabled persons organisations to really bring the social model down to the ground with disabled people. So it's the third course. Fiona has successfully delivered two programs so far. I'm just joining the position. So it's started to change. We can see it on the ground that a lot of our members now are doing a lot of work, organising their own work on the ground after graduating from starting to change. So is that any clear, John?
It sounds very interesting, I have to say. Now, what about the reform of disability payments, green paper? That's a huge thing for people with disabilities.
Yeah. It's huge, and if people want to check out the Independent Living Movement website, ILMI.ie, also our Facebook and Twitter pages, we have a series of workshops coming up for disabled people on Zoom. They can click on join, and we're going to give information, a workshop, evening and daytime workshop. So if you're working, you can do the evening. If you want to do the daytime workshop, you can click on, and my colleagues will be doing a workshop on the green paper, and also we will take. More importantly, we'll be asking for feedback from the people about the response to green paper. So it's going to be quite a complex long road. Personally, I think the government are trying to combine the British New Deal, which we know is a disaster for the people, and aspects of the Australian insurance deal as well. So to me, they're trying to combine both into again a particular solution. So the good department officials are saying you can't reform the payment, but for us in ILMI, chairperson Des Kenny was very clear in a statement last week. We're a bit concerned by the Chief of Leo Fraggers implying that some disabled people are scounding the system. So there's a chairperson quickly came out with a public statement clarifying with the Chief of that is that case, and that the disability payment, whatever they are, should be about supporting disabled people to get involved with the collective groups and DPOs, and get the state to recognise that as the barriers that are stopping disabled people going to work. We have near full employment, well, 4% unemployment, which is near full employment, but we still have the highest unemployment rate for disabled people in Europe. So why is that? Are disabled people somehow lazy or don't want to go to work, or what we find in terms of lived experience is that disabled people continuously meet barriers about getting employment. It's a barriers created by the state and created by the employment groups and jobs, and are just not accessible to disabled people. So there's a barriers to stop us getting jobs. Not that disabled people somehow as a homogeneous group, one big group that are lazier than other people. So I think if people really want to get involved, and they should get involved, this is going to be a long process. I suggest if you could check out on my website and join these discussion forums on Zoom.
Very good. No worries. Now, you have links with the like of FLAC, NUIG, public interest law alliance, etc. How do they work out?
Yeah, they're great links, and it's all about we don't want to recreate the wheel. like SAC and those human rights organisations are doing a fantastic job. They're really good, and they have the human rights background, just the capacity, the skill. So what we're doing is in terms of the social model and disabled people collective, we're using the actual community development system that's out there and human rights system and groups to actually support us in a promotion of a disabled society. So we work with those groups. We give them workshops. We do a lot of training in the social model, and they become our allies to promote the social model. So again, it's not about cure. It's not about stabilisation. It's not about changing the impairment. It's about changing society's barriers, and they already have that experience with travellers, with gay rights, with direct provision. I know FLAC actually started in Coolock, where I grew up in Kilmore West. FLAC started in the Northside Shopping Centre. So I remember starting up. So they do a wonderful job around free legal aid, and not just free legal aid, they're also about developing the system, making the system change to be more accessible to more people. So it's on we're quite keen to work with a lot of community development and human rights groups to get that social model and get the UN Convention brought down to the organizational level mainstream groups. So it's looking at allies, and we know we can't do all that. We just can't do it all ourselves.
Tell us a bit about the ONSIDE project and the CREATE initiative.
Yeah, well, the ONSIDE project, I was the coordinator of that project. Is really a European funded Interreg project. I actually forget what Interreg actually stands for completely. So, but it's EU funded. It's actually passed the Good Friday Agreement. It's a cross-border initiative, so it's interesting that it's a direct part of the Good Friday Agreement in terms of the various communities. So ONSIDE, just to clarify, ONSIDE has nothing to do with football or soccer. It's nothing. It's about social inclusion through digital capacity building, so digital training. And it was a 3-year project. ILMI was a partner, a cross-border partner, Disability Action in the North, supporting communities in the North, which are community development IT company, and the North of Ireland housing department, and the Southern HSE. So what was a job of mine was to put a team together. We had a great team of around 7 people, including our administrator, Angela, who Sandry, and we had they were called community navigators. So my job was to help them, train them to work in each county. So we had a community navigator in Donegal, a community navigator in Leitrim, one in Kearns, one in Monaghan, and one in Louth. And their job was to recruit disabled adults who were encountering isolation and loneliness, and get them. We would give participants. We had 630 participants, all graduates, all who finished the 6-week program, and they got to keep a free tablet, a free computer, and we were training on how to use that tablet, how to use the computer online on Zoom, and we'd also do workshops, social inclusion workshops.
Very good.
The local partnerships and the ETV. So it was great success, and that finished up around this time last year. So we're delighted, and the great thing about it is that I'm going to WORKHOUSE with CEO Deirbhile Oisin next Friday, Friday the 13th. We're going to I'll be driving to WORKHOUSE on the lovely Leitrim, and it looks like we have a good chance of getting funding for ONSIDE 2, which would be about again getting to disabled adults and do more social inclusion workshops online and more IT classes. So and the great thing about that is that that's led to the development of local disabled persons organisation. So it's personally I was delighted to hear come. I know I was delighted, but it's actually increased ILMI's membership. So it was a win-win course, and we look forward to ONSIDE too.
Now, Census 2016 gave 643,000 plus people with a disability. That's a huge chunk of the population, isn't it?
Yeah. What's that? It's nearly 13%, isn't it?
It's just over, yeah. The government also published a green paper on the reform of disability payments. Do you know what was in it and how important is it?
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I keep saying the independent living movement that we're going to have a series of workshops on that. So again, check out the ILMI website for those dates. They're coming up next few weeks, and on Zoom. So the workshops are about an hour morning and evening. So, but the main thing about what's in is that because there's so many so-called disability payments, the disability allowance, including payment, the blind pension, and others, they're going to bring them all together. They're going to have, it looks like they're going to have 3 tiers of payments. Again, a bit like the Australian model. We were surprised when this came out 2 weeks ago. It came out Thursday 2 weeks ago, and fantastic work by CEO Deirbhile Oisin. He was able to get put together an introductory paper for our membership by Friday, which was sent out in e-bulletin, which is a good introduction to quite a complex proposal. So we didn't actually know about it. And we're actually constantly in the dial with the state talking about different things. So it was a surprise to us. But it seems that the idea is that they are going to make things simpler, which is fine, and would be delighted to work with them as the disabled person organisation.
Peter, I'm really sorry to cut in on you, but we're right at the very end of our time.
Okay.
Like I say, a massive thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks
very much. It was a very interesting interview.
Yep. Thanks, John. I'll be glad to come back anytime.
Thank you so much, and we will call you in the future.
Definitely, yeah.
Thanks, John and Patrick.
Thank you, Peter.
All the best to you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.